What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle tendencies. It's game day. What's the deal, y'all? Miracle Rider, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm just coming up early, checking in. Was gonna do a Gamecockin show last night. Me and StreamYard have been working some things out with their new Mars system, so I had some troubleshooting I've been doing with them. So we're working through some kinks, but figuring it out. But I had to get up here and just see what's everybody's energy for game day. Y'all know I'm gonna be Rooter by 7 o'clock. I'm gonna be Rooter because we got shooters. Y'all know what it is. Let me know how y'all feeling this game day. Get in the chat. Let me know how y'all feeling about the game. Let's talk about it. We got Winthrop coming in. I don't know anything about Winthrop. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I know nothing about Winthrop. Let's talk about it. Yolanda Wells, what's up, fam? Y'all let me know. What do y'all know about Winthrop? Let me know what y'all know about Winthrop. All right, so they the Winthrop Eagles. I don't know too much about them. I did a little bit of research. We got them coming in tonight, 7 o'clock, Colonial Life Arena. Let me know who's in the building today. Let me know in the chat who's in the building today. Matter of fact, it's game day, so let me see the Cox in the chat. let me see some Cox in the chat. Let's get ready. Let's start getting our energy ready. It's a Wednesday game, 7 o'clock. This is not the earliest game we done had, but it's one of the earlier games. Nothing? You don't know nothing about Winthrop either? Okay, we're going to find out together. We about to find out together. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right, my bad. Erica, what's happening? Erica Higgins in the building. 85 Fly, what's good? So, okay, let's find out about Winthrop because I don't know much about him. I don't know much about him at all, but I tried to go and find out what I can. Okay, so we can watch the game on SEC Network tonight. I think you can also, if you're local, I think you can listen to it on the radio, 107.5. I think that's the same channel that we do the coaches call. But let's see. This is a in-state matchup. Look, these are two fundamentally different competitive altitudes. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Keith Anderson, what's happening? Are they a women's university? I can't remember. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Is Winthrop all women's university? They coming in with a 2-2 record. They focused on. I think they trying to establish their consistency, their toughness. They part of the Big South Conference. Groovy, what's happening? Listen, statistically, we're overwhelming. They're coming in, I think, trying to just sharpen Iron sharpens iron. Russell said no. Thank you. Facts. Only read the facts to the chat. Russell, I appreciate that. So listen, our defense right now is historically elite. I don't know if people realize, like, we're leading the nation in opponent field goal percentage right now. Defense at like .269 and ranking 11th nationally with a commanding plus 19 rebounding margin. This is, I mean, it's systemic dominance we put down right now. This is a crucial development opportunity for us this week. This is about continuing to stack development and growth. Amos, what's happening? What happened last night? Because missed the show. No, you didn't miss the show. You didn't miss the show. I like I said, I was telling them, I was working through some kinks with StreamYard. I don't know if y'all can tell, they had this new interface where you can stream portrait and landscape at the same time, but it wasn't launching correctly for me. So I've been working on some stuff on the back end. So I apologize for that. She's not going to go hard now. So I don't know if Dawn's not going to go hard, but we're going to be intentional about what it is that we want to be able to develop. So we may see certain lineups out there. We may see certain sets that we run. We may see us key in on certain players to build defense. Kind of like what we did with UCLA, right? With UCLA last year when we took that loss. We keyed in on defending the big because this was the premier big that we were going to see for the year to prepare us for what we were going to do in the SEC. And we didn't really defend the perimeter where we could have won the game, right? So this is building. What's up, Crystal? Live about 30 minutes away from Winthrop, and they're a middle of the pack mid-major, but I'd be surprised if we don't win by 60. Yeah, I don't want us to win by 60. I don't want us to win by 60. That's not good for women's basketball. I don't think that Dawn wants us to win by 60. She Drip don't like that. She tries to call the dogs off as much as she can. The team is so deep, it's hard to do that because it's hard to just turn talent off, right? 37 in the chat. Hit the like and share. They both right there. So five of y'all share this thing. I'll let them know that we talking and push share it in the chat so I know you push it out for me. My ex graduated from Winthrop and my son goes there now. Oh, that's what's up. Okay. So you know a little bit about they're the Eagles, right? Oh, okay. You saying it's that big of a gap, though? Okay. But this should be good for them. This should be good for them then to be able to see where they're at against South Carolina and then take that back to where I said they was at the Big South to their conference and be successful. Okay. Listen. I think that's Semeka Randall-Lay. Is that Semeka Randall-Lay, the coach down there? Somebody help me out. I think the center, from what I looked at, this is just testing the defensive intensity and grit that they mandated in practice against top level collegiate talent. That's what I think they coming in for. Our interior strength, especially the rebounder, Okot, Joyce Edwards, that's forecasted to thoroughly overwhelm Winthrop's primary scorer, who is I don't want to mess the young lady's name up, Amourie Porter, at 16 points per game and 8 rebounds a game. Listen, there's not a real competitive history between these two schools. Drastically different program trajectories, and that's what's established the matchup, right? It favors the Gamecocks. The series is 8-5. Highlighted, the historical edge is highlighted by our current 6-game winning streak. We've won 6 in a row. Okay. Here you go. Bringing up 9 Gamecock stuff. Here you go. Michelle 85 Fly. Here you go. I don't want to look at it as just like practice, like we don't have a respect for these teams. Like, first of all, we want to show the ultimate respect to the teams because it's so hard for us to get people to play us. So when teams from lower divisions, different conferences to say, hey, we'll play you, and not only will we play you, we're gonna walk our ass in CLA and see you. I have so much respect for those teams because all you can do is be better from the experience. I know that we're gonna treat you well. We're not bringing you here to try to embarrass you. You get an opportunity to play on not national TV because we'll be on I think SEC Network Plus, but playing on TV, It is a small to medium private school. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This will be a highlight for their basketball career, opportunity to play against these players. I'm sure after the competition, they probably, I know Dawn goes over and a lot of times talks in the other locker room, takes pictures, does all kind of stuff. So, yeah, we want to just keep building to putting together the full 40 minutes. That's it. Keeping to building to the full 40 minutes. Tanaya and Okot more integrated. I'm fine with where Tanaya and Okot are, but I want to get more. When we were talking about this, I think it was Gamecocks fam pointed it out, is just getting the spacing between Okot and Joyce worked out. That's what I want to see get worked out. That's what I want to see get fine tuned. The spacing when those two are on the floor together, so they're both comfortable to operate. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. You was tracking the score of the Ole Miss game that went into overtime. I'm gonna watch the game today, but this is good for Coach Yo. Need these type of games early in the season so you know what to work on. Real tape. I watched the game. They better figure it out. They better figure it out. They could have lost that game. I mean, really. Like really, Ole Miss had me sit up on the edge of my seat, like, for real? For real? Yeah. You watch it and you tell me what you think. Yeah. I don't know if it was good for Coach Yo. It was good for everybody else. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I walked away from that game. Who's the leader? Who's the leader? Who's the closer? Is it Sierra? Is it Chinu, or is it Cody McMahon? Who closes that show? I'm not sure that they've defined that yet. Is there anybody here that watched that game? Let me know what y'all thought about that. Let me know what y'all thought about how they closed it and the identity of Ole Miss, because that's my thing, man. Who are y'all? Who are y'all? What is the identity of Ole Miss? I want to know, how are y'all really going to use Cody? Is it Cody camping at the 3-point line? I want to see Cody shoot the three when she needs to, but Cody, I want to see that mid range. Get into the basket. These are like this is Cody's senior year, so I want to see as much of Cody's offensive bag as we can, because Cody is going in. I think having to probably try to be a three or a four, even more of a 3 than a 4 with her size. But y'all tell me what y'all think. You think it needs to be Cody? Okay. If it needs to be Cody, well, Cody better get busy. I'm not against that, but it needs to get going. Her temperament is a double-edged sword. What do you mean? Oh, goodness, what do you mean? Years ago, I did a book signing at the bookstore at their campus. I watched Cody closed it, but I believe she doesn't really trust his team yet. Cody closed it, but she closed it with a lot of help. It was some big shots from Sierra, wasn't it? Or am I tripping? Down the stretch, didn't wasn't that Chino did a lot of closing? I mean, a lot of had a couple big shots down through there to seal that deal. I don't remember it just being like Cody snapped and scored everything down the floor. Down the wire. I saw a lot of dribbling from Cody that I wasn't expecting. I saw Cody dribbling to a dumbass 3-pointer, and I was like, Cody, what's happening here? But I might be misremembering. Remind me, Audrey. But listen, I mean, yeah, I'm seeing the scores now. Yeah, 37-86, 30-75. It's probably, like you said, a 60 ball. It's probably maybe a 60 ball tonight, but I don't know. A lot of these young teams, a lot of these teams from lower divisions have been fighting in the beginning. So we'll see. She has the emotional energy to lead and have them follow, but she also gets emotional and does stupid things like getting that frustration foul and forcing shots. Yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. You felt like she was trying to play all by herself, so the dribbling and shooting the three came from her not trusting the teammates. Okay, I'm following you, and that could be it. But for all of the TikToking, that we seen this summer, I thought for sure they had chemistry and trust built up. So I don't know. It might, maybe less TikTok and more working. I don't know what it is. Who's Ole Miss point guard, y'all? Somebody remind me. You pulling the game up now? This sounds like a fine example why you don't just go by box scores. Yeah, take a look at it. These teams fighting. Okay, I gotta ask y'all too about Memphis. Memphis. What did y'all think about Memphis? I do agree that they needed that game to decide if they're gonna be for real. Okay, you think that was the one that said, "Hey, y'all got to be for real." That one should have been a hey. Hey, we got some work to do. It definitely should have been a self check. People should have walked away and people should have left that game and looked in the mirror, and it should have been about, hey, what can I do better? If they're gonna be the Ole Miss that I think that they can be in this SEC, yeah, everybody had to have a come to Jesus moment with themselves last night. After that. Because they didn't have to escape with a win. They didn't have to escape with a win at all. All right, so I'm trying to learn about. Okay, so we got Winthrop. I was trying to figure out the people to watch on their team. I believe that they got the Porter, the young lady Porter. She's a junior forward, and I think they got a sophomore guard named Madison Ruff and a senior guard named Corey Lard. I think that's kind of their core three. I think that's kind of their core three right there. They do the most work for them, especially the big girl, Memphis Scrappy, and that one young lady that was hitting everything. Are you talking about the freshman that was cooking them? You talking about the little freshman that was cooking? She must layup after layup. Memphis has gotten better than when the Gamecocks played them. They're more athletic. Yeah, well, and it looked like that's different players down there too at Memphis. That's a new coach down there building the program as well. But I like the way she's stacking up her seasons. I like the way. Hey, listen, Memphis and Tulane, two scrappy teams. You talking about Ole Miss big? Oh, what's her name? I don't remember her name. Memphis and Tulane may be interesting teams to see later in the tournament because they playing the right teams to sharpen their iron. Herbert, you say Ole Miss got to get their weight up. In what sense? In what sense? I thought I would see more from Denham too. But I don't want to make this about Ole Miss, but I did think I would see more from Denham. So I think tonight I want to see us focus on our rebounding execution. I want to see what our rotations look like. Maintain the offensive flow. No drop offs and defensive pressure when we rotate in and out. Just seeing that consistency, and then our defensive discipline. Get the turnovers down and make sure we knocking down our free throws. Those things. Those are two of the things I'm looking forward to. I mean, it's not even a lot of. It's not even like we could really. It's not a lot of. How would you say? I guess competitiveness to this game in the sense of like rivalry or anything. We ain't got no history. Nobody called us out. Although it is people calling us out. It is people confirming that they got games circled and everything. So we're gonna get to some more exciting games, but we need these games right now to be prepared for those. But yeah, it's people that got us circled. It's people that's looking forward to seeing us. You want to see Mo get more comfortable making bunnies? I want to see us all get more comfortable making bunnies. I'm sick of us missing bunnies. We had 3 players that could have had 20, they could have scored 20 points if they'd hit their bunnies. So I definitely want to see Mo. I just want to see Mo get more comfortable. I want to see Mo get more comfortable to be able to be comfortable to be aggressive. Like what Raven was saying. Like, come on, let's go. Like, you are big. Let's get it. Who got a circle? Lay says she got a circle. February 14th. We circled. It's gonna go up that game. That's the biggest game of the season, I think, y'all. Besides the Natty, is there a bigger game? Is there a game that college basketball is looking forward to more than February 14th? Be honest with me, y'all. Because what I seen from Duke, I ain't that excited to see them play. UCLA didn't excite me. Oh yeah, she did an interview on We Gotta Talk. It's on YouTube. Yeah, they asked her. She said she was looking forward to playing everybody in the SEC. But February 14th, that one for sure is circled. And she didn't specifically say South Carolina. She just said February 14th, but that's us. So I think that's the game. We can't get to it fast enough. Teams have us circled, but by the time they see us, we should be in a better rhythm. Oh, we're gonna just keep getting better. This is what these games is about. You think like running her mouth too much? Listen, I don't mind the track. I don't mind it talking. Listen, the kid would have been lying if she said it wasn't circle. She'd have been lying if she said it wasn't circle. She'd have been lying if she said she wasn't thinking about it. She'd have been lying if she said, hey, it don't mean something. It means something. Now you got to back it up. They was calling crazy stuff on Madina last game. Didn't look like she walked. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So here's the thing about me, Rich. I don't get into the refs. I come into the game 5-on-8. They're gonna call some stuff. They're gonna miss some stuff. It should balance out. Sometimes there are games when it doesn't work out like that. But as a player, you got to be able to make those adjustments. Now, egregious stuff happens, and you have to deal with those one-offs. But for the most part, it's a game of runs, and refs miss stuff, and they get stuff right. So I don't. Okot, to me, I just want to see her get more comfortable playing defense without fouling and being able to defend without getting her body in the way, and doing more kind of like what we see, kind of like Asia do with being able to kind of block shots without even having her body touching. So it's just all things that'll come with the development. This kid only been playing basketball 5 years, so it's coming. This Gamecocks against everybody. Can't wait for February 14th. Oh yeah. Saw an interview. Glad she's happy where she's at. Yeah. Listen, for everybody keeps saying she doesn't look happy. She's not this. She said out of her mouth she's happy. She's glad she chose what she chose. She's taking long walks and reading books, and it's working out over there. They love each other and they just want to win, and they're gonna play for each other. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, we stick it to the standard. Oh, I love this time. I love this time of year. I love this time of year, and I actually am kind of liking that. I hated to see Lay leave, but I'm actually kind of excited. I'm kind of excited about the little rivalry. I'm kind of excited about the little back and forth we finna get right now. That's gonna make it better. Now it can have a little spice to it, because it didn't have, losing 18 times in a row don't bring a lot of spice. Just give it more of a storyline. So I'm here for the storyline. Who y'all think get the most points tonight? Who y'all think gonna be our our leading scorer. Sheesh. And I asked some people, I asked some people what they thought the score was going to be. They say 92-41. But there's no rivalry until they win one. Oh, Artie, you ain't got to tell me, but it make it spicier. They want it to be a rivalry. So here's the thing, and I said this last year. It's not a rivalry because they haven't beaten us in so long. What it is personal. It's personal between some of these players because they played against each other so many times. They seen each other in AAU. They seen each other in college. Some of them played each other in high school. So it's some personal between them, and now it's personal between with the players, and then it spills into the game. But it's not a rivalry. You think it's gonna be Tessa, Joyce, and Latson? Okay. Tessa been steady, man. Tessa's all of them gonna show up. I want that Isla game. I want that Gotti with the shotty game. I want to see Okot. I want to see now our young players, our bigs. I want to see Delhi. I want to see them have some good games this week, stacking that confidence and that experience, that game experience going into our players era tournament next week. So I don't, Joyce, Latson, Tessa do enough for them to stay in rhythm, but I really want these games to be about getting everybody else ready. When Maddie is gonna play, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about when Maddie's gonna play. Has anybody heard when Maddie gonna play? I have not heard anything about Maddie, but hoping that she's back soon. Would love to see her play today. But I haven't heard anything about Maddie. So if anybody has any updates on Maddie, let me know. I didn't hear Drip say anything about Maddie either in her media availability that I remember off the top of my head. I checked for Maddie News. Haven't seen anything. Okay, thank you, White Wolf. I seen you got into the villa, White Wolf. Got your keys and everything. Good. Okay, Elaine. Lay may say she happy, but I beg to differ. Did you see that video on why Lay is suspended? It's because she be chatting with some folks in SC and she going against Monkey's practice rule. What? Wait a minute. I didn't even know Lay was suspended. Lay is suspended? I had no idea that Lay was suspended. That's breaking news for me, Elaine Cambers. Y'all, I did not know that Lay was suspended. So Lay suspended from. I did now. I need my crash course of the mansion. Okay. Heard from someone close to Maddie that she's back on the team and will be back on Sunday. Okay, Crystal, thank you for sharing. But Elaine, I didn't know that Lay was suspended. So Lay said that she suspended. That she suspended. Lay said in the interview that she still goes home quite a bit. Every she has a 3-day break. She said herself that she goes home. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so that's news to me. Wow. Okay. Well, so here's the thing. I'll say this: I don't know Lay to have been suspended before at South Carolina, so this is new behavior to me. Okay, you say you don't think Lay suspended? She just played. Okay, and she, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that. So that's news if she is. I don't know. When did that happen? Vibing with Ty, what's happening? Yeah, where did you see that at, Elaine? Let us know. I saw that she's even looking to maybe be in the transfer portal next year. Did she come back to South Carolina? I don't know, but I think Dawn will take her back with conditions. Elaine, where you seeing that at? I haven't seen that. And people be putting out wild stuff. We got AI and stuff out here, so I don't know. Share where your receipts is coming from. Listen, as early as yesterday, the video that I watched, she said she was happy where she was at, hardest she ever worked. She's someplace where they love on you, where they support you, where they want you to be the best version of yourself. So I don't know. Okay, Jeff, you saying that was fake news? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, let's be careful with that. Yeah, double check them sources, man. Double check, triple check, quadruple check them sources, because they be putting wild stuff out here. Trust your sites, trust your sources. Trust your sources. Check how the voices sound. If it's too robotic, it's probably AI. The Gamecocks, we play Duke the 26th. Is that a week from today? A week from tomorrow? We coming up in a week. But Duke shouldn't be in a rush to want to play us, should they? Did you see Duke? Man, Duke is missing Gucci Lucci. They missing Gucci Lucci, man. Dawn said in the Breakfast Club interview that she told Lay, move forward. Don't look back. Go be happy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this player era tournament. I'm looking forward to it. I'm loving these different little NIL opportunities that these ladies are getting to make some money while they playing basketball. On top of what they've already negotiated and earned as far as I guess they still do revenue sharing, collectives, other endorsement deals. Just happy for these options. So we start at 7. I expect us to have our same starting lineup. I don't expect our starters to play as much tonight against Winthrop. I really do expect to see like some different type of lineups. Maybe even Gotti at the point some. Tanaya running some point. Like to see Joyce maybe at the 3 some. Just an opportunity for us to check out and test out our versatility and see some of the things that we're going to be able to take into Las Vegas. I'm excited about Las Vegas, y'all. I know we talk a lot about February 14th. I'm excited about any time we can get on a national stage and show who we are. Because, see, people don't believe who we are. And that's why I be having to get ruder about stuff. I'm still seeing whack-ass takes on Raven. I'm still seeing people talk, still seeing people talk about we not deep. We only got 10. Y'all only got 10 people. What y'all going to do? It's always something, bro. But we always got more than what y'all got. Y'all ain't had what we had to do, what we've done. But they always got something to say about what we don't got, what we can't do. Am I coming back at 6:30? Yeah, I'm here for the game. This is what all of this back and forth with StreamYard has been to make sure that I'm back and hopefully Instagram back working at that time for the game. Court Bentley, what's happening? Happy Hump Day, fam. Yeah, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about now we got Winthrop. Does anybody know anything about Queens? I know we'll talk about Queens when it's time for them. We got Queens also. Commissioner Kai, what's happening? I'm doing well, family. Yourself? Hey man, y'all hit the like and the share. They both right there. The like and the share are both right there. I did want to go back and talk about shout out Joyce for SEC Player of the Week. SEC Player of the Week, man. Now think about that, y'all. Think about that. Think about that. All that stuff that these people out there doing against these rough side of the mountain U and Division III schools and all of that. SEC Player of the Week, Joyce Edwards. And y'all don't think that she can be the SEC Player of the Year? Y'all don't believe that Joyce Edwards can be in the conversation for National Player of the Year? How not? How not? How not? I don't think people are appreciating really Joyce's growth. I don't think people are really appreciating Joyce's growth. Shout out to Raven Johnson and Joyce Edwards. Shout out to all my nieces on South Carolina. I mean, you can't. It's not just one. It's all of them. But what's crazy is the one that I really want to give some flowers to, Tessa Johnson. Tessa. We're not talking enough about Tessa, y'all. We're not talking enough about Tessa. What's ironic about folks talking most teams play 7-8 deep? Exactly. But because this year we don't throw out 12 to play, now we got a problem. Make it make sense? Exactly. Since I've been saying we run a blind 10 anyway. Oh, we got 10. We straight. Raven Johnson on a revenge tour. Oh, redemption tour. Revenge tour 2.0, culinary century. The year Joyce's response to being SEC Player of the Week. Yeah, at the end, what she said at the end of the day, it don't mean nothing though. It don't mean nothing. That ain't what I'm out here for. I'm out here about the jewelry. They out here chasing legacy. They out here chasing championships. They not out here chasing stats. They ain't a damn about a record. I'm trying to get a trophy out this bitch. I'm trying to get a statue out this thing. I'm trying to put my jersey in the rafters about this thing. I'm trying to go in the Hall of Fame out this thing. I mean, y'all had the little records. Nothing matters. Hey, till the ring's offer. You hear me? Yeah, congratulations to it. Like, and I love the drip. As soon as she found out, interrupted the presser and congratulated Joyce. But at the end, and then it was like, yay, Joyce. And then did you see everybody went back to work? Hey, listen, it's no scoreboard watching. As Neo would say, man, ain't no scoreboard watching out there. Yay, now back to work. Joyce was like, yeah, okay. Back to work. I don't even want to talk about that. Do it come with a ring? Tessa, silent sniper. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about Tessa. It ain't even that she's just a sniper. That's what I think. That's what I want people to understand. Tessa is a total basketball player. That's why we calling her total Tessa around here now. Tessa's a total basketball player. We need people to respect the fact that Tessa will defend your ass. Tessa will get up in your shirt and take your cookies. Tessa will lock people up. If you don't believe me, keep watching. If you don't believe me, keep watching. Okay, yeah, Elaine, it's a YouTube video. Kim suspends Malaysia. Dawn Staley. Yeah, that sounds like clickbait, fam. I would have to see whose channel it is. That sounds like some AI or something. That kind of stuff. If you're not seeing, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I noticed. When Maddie got suspended, ESPN reported it. It was up on ESPN. So in some places that I go look to check and just see. You know what I'm saying? I don't just trust everything on Facebook. I don't just trust everything on YouTube because I know that Facebook and YouTube and social media platforms in general, not just them, don't necessarily make you verify the information that you put out there. So that's why for me it'd be about the receipt. So that's why I asked, like, yo, I appreciate you sharing that source, but I would say that that's probably some clickbait, fam. Tessa's gonna pop out and show them. She didn't already popped out. She's showing them. And she keeps showing them. Hey, I was talking some shit last night about us, and I thought that I would just, I don't know, because why not come back and talk some shit about us today still, because we ain't really been popping our shit. We don't be popping our shit like we can, like we really can. We don't. So, and it's because Dawn has so much respect for the game and everything, but I do like that Dawn is seeing that what she says matters and that her words carry weight, and I love the way that she is coming into. And I think I want to say I started seeing it more last season, coming into these pressers and really big upping her seniors and what their skill sets are, why they're first round draft picks, and what it is that they bring to teams. I love that she's calling that out because people say too much that they're not. So today I thought, why not call out some of the stuff that I'm seeing with our team, like Raymond Johnson. So, Shonda Doray, what's up? Joyce said it's an honor, but at the end of the day, it means nothing. It's nothing. At the end of the day, it don't mean nothing. Michael Coker, what's good, fam? Yeah, go Cox. Cox up. Hey, Cox up. We hard. This is what I want to say about Raven. Raven through 4 games, because they talk about what Raven can't do, what Raven don't do, what Raven's not. Raven's a winner. Raven now in the WNBA, and I think it was Gamecocks fan that reminded me, 50, 40, 90 gets you in the MVP conversation, right? Understand it right now. 4 games in, Raven's shooting 50, 60, 100. 50, 60, 100. Do y'all hear me? 50, 60, 100. 50 from the floor, 60 from 3, 100% from free throw. We got a couple players on our team. Even though I be talking about, hey, let's improve the free throws, that's more on an individual basis. As a team, we doing okay. We got some players who ain't missed a free throw yet. Wrangler girl, what's up, fam? We don't worry about your grammar. We don't worry about your grammar over here. It's all good. It's all good. I don't think Tessa's missed a free throw either. Tessa ain't missed a free throw. Tessa, she's shooting 59. She's shooting 53, 47, 100. Them is MVP numbers in the WNBA. People be telling me about, like, oh, these is starter numbers here. These is this numbers there. This, that. Give y'all some facts right here, though. The most complete and dominant player on this team. Oh man, Tessa stepped into her junior year like a real junior. Let me see. We got Latson. She's shooting 55 from the floor, 40 from 3, 80 from free throw. I'm sorry. That's at home. Overall on the season, 51 from the floor, 40 from 3, 78.9, 80 from free throw. Raven, complete floor general. Cool under pressure, smooth as silk. So here's the thing: none of them really get rattled. That's what I love about it. The poise, shit. That's why Mo said she came. That's what she liked about us the most. When they was beating us, she said we never got rattled. We didn't get worried. We just kept playing. That comes from Raven. Tessa has that calming kind of that calming type of presence now too. Oh, you want somebody to give you a double-double tonight for your birthday? Somebody give you a double-double. Raven's gonna give somebody a triple-double before it's all said and done. Should have had one already. I think Raven gave you a double-double last game, right? Yeah, she'll be back. But then again, I don't know, because this is Winthrop, I don't know how much our regular players are gonna play. So I want us to be prepared for that. LSU fans mad that we talk about their trash schedule. LSU fans can't tell me anything else about their trash schedule. They can't tell me anything else about their trash schedule, because I know now for sure that they duck smoke. Because Kim showed me that they duck smoke. Ain't no way a coach would sit up at a presser and say they would play my team anytime, right? And even if I did my presser already and was like, what Kim said, no, we're not gonna play them again because I want to. When you call me out, hey, I'm gonna cut my camera on and tell me today. Tell me today. Ain't no way that stands. For sure. You'll play me anywhere, anytime. Man, get them on the schedule again. I watched that Tulane game. They don't want to play them again. White Wolf, you got I want to do happy birthday, but I wanted to wait till Coach Coleman is here so he can sing the birthday song, because I don't have it to just play for you. So happy birthday, but then I don't. Y'all, okay, this we're gonna do. Y'all put some birthday love in the chat for White Wolf right now. And then White Wolf, if you make it back tonight when Coach Coleman is here, I'm definitely gonna have him sing the birthday song for you, because that's usually what happens. So I'm not overlooking your birthday, but I was trying to get the song in. But y'all put some birthday love in the chat, because you don't know how a birthday go. Surprises pop up, all kind of stuff. So we may not see White Wolf again today. So put some birthday love in the chat for White Wolf. Happy birthday, White Wolf. Okay, Ken, know if Tulane had a good first quarter. Yeah, if they'd had a good first quarter. MJ, feel better, fam. Feel better, man. I'm sorry you under the weather. If they had a good first quarter, they would have had a game. They would have had a game. Yes. Yeah. If Tulane would have started anywhere near better than what they started, it would have been a much closer game. And that's not saying LSU wouldn't have figured out a way to win. LSU would have had to play different basketball. And the concern for me for LSU down the stretch was they couldn't stop a nosebleed. Vitamin with Ty, your birthday next week. Hope you can get a birthday song. You gotta be here. So happy birthday gets sung on the CC show. So if you're around on the CC show, you let us know that it's your birthday. You're in the community. We're happy to celebrate with you. We're a community here. LSU's hoes were peeking through during that game against Tulane. Yeah, the hoes was peeking through, and the concern for me, Court, was that Malaysia and Zakaya aren't enough to fill the holes that I saw there. They don't fill those holes. Now, Malaysia is doing exactly what they are using her for right now, being a spark off the bench. But they need more than a spark off the bench to be competitive in the SEC. Yeah. So, I don't know. We got to figure out some stuff there. Yeah, I definitely want to see Gotti. I want to see Gotti play today. Let's get the turnovers down. They need to get Koval more involved. How would you get her more involved? She don't have the foot speed to keep up. Can't get her involved if she ain't even in the play. We gotta wait on her to come to catch up. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand how they feel like that matched. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't get it. But I don't know. They say that Kim is a masterful coach. So I can't wait to see how she puts this 8 together. I'm not watching LSU until the Duke game, which I'm questioning watching that too. But I saw on box score Tulane out rebounded them. That's a problem in SEC. If you get out rebounded, you lose. But see, Michelle, that was my whole thing with LSU. Y'all are too small, and y'all did not replace Angel Reese, and you didn't replace Anissa Morrow. Their knack for rebounding isn't, and that's not a knock on Zakiya Johnson. I'm not saying that she's not going to rebound, and I'm not saying that she's, not playing their big, playing that big position. But I'm saying that she's not Angel Reese and Anissa Morrow so far on the boards. You like her? You think she'll get pushed around? I can see that. I can see her getting pushed around. As much as we rock with LSU players, especially the one that make the W, a good portion of the LSU fan base are major hypocrites. MJ, tomato, it's subjective with them. You like Z and her motor? Yep. I like her and her motor. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think Z is being developed and used in the same place that she would be used and how she would be used in the WNBA? Or is she being used in a way that best serves the LSU and Kim's offensive and defensive needs? And does that matter to you? Like, to me, because to me that's important. Am I being used and groomed in a way that is gonna translate at the next level, or am I being used and developed in a way that helps you win at this level? First level thinkers. Kim is going to overwork her big three playing the whole game, and down the stretch, it's not going to work. Well, here's the thing. I don't think that Kim is going to be able to play. Who's our big three? Because are you considering Lay her part of her big three? Because she's not really, Lay's off the bench. So do you see her just expanding my Lasers role into more of a starter role? But my Laser looked tired at the end of the last game. I don't know how many more minutes Lay had to give you. Like when you know what I'm saying, when you really think about like the scheme of things. No, next year Z got to go back to the 3. Saw a clip on X earlier this season where Kim said she playing Z as the 4 so she can get her on the floor in the rotation. Okay, so then she goes back to 3. So that moves, I guess that moves MK Dub to the 2 because Flage will be gone. So MK Dub will go to 2. My Laser goes to 1, or Jada Richard is at 1. My Laser stays on the bench. Help me understand if she goes to 3. So Z would start at 3 over having Lay start on the floor. I don't know. Help me understand that. Well, does Z, this is what I'm asking you, does Z slide into that 3 spot? Because Jada's still there, MK Dub's still there. So Z slides in to start and Lay stays on the bench in her senior year? Let me know. Season, the only thing that saved LSU 3 seasons ago was Angel Morris Carson hitting threes in the first half of the championship game. Yeah, but here's the thing. Come on, y'all. Listen. She doesn't have the same 3. And who, okay, again, I'm going to ask y'all again. Who the hell is her core 3? Because Lay is being used as a spark off the bench. So are y'all including Lay at the core 3? Because to me, the core 3 is on the floor the majority of the time. On the floor working together. Let me know. And us losing in the Final Four last year. Somebody jumping in the portal. Okay. So, okay, with all of this that's going on, where the hell does Kaylin Gilbert fit in then? If that with these lineups y'all got going on. Let me finish cycling through our roster. A got shooting 47 from the floor, 44 from 3, 71 from free throw. Got to get them up. Rhonda Mobley, what's happening for MK and Jada? That's the core 3? Oh, okay. Wow, I thought that Lay was part of the core 3 for sure. I thought that Lay was part of the core 3. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by that one. I thought that she would be part of the core 3. I thought she went there to be part of a core 3. Y'all, are y'all ready to see Okot shoot some threes? I am. She's shooting 51 for the floor, 77 for free throw. I love to see that get up to like 85. But I know she's a big 77 at a big. You know, when you think about like with Shaq shot, that's not bad. I want to see more Isla. I want to see Gotti with the shotty. I want to see Okot getting comfortable. And I want to see Joyce and Okot on the floor tonight working out that spacing over these next 2 games. Not coming off the bench. Okay. A ton of LSU fans, SC haters, are saying Lay was getting held back coming off the bench, but are remarkably okay with Lay coming off the bench now. Well, I don't think, because I don't think that here's the thing. If we have an honest conversation about it, it wasn't that they had a problem with Lay coming off the bench. They had a problem with the bench that Lay was coming off of. Like when we have a real honest conversation with them now, it was that's what they had a problem with. It was that she was coming off a Gamecock bench. They wanted her to come off a Tiger bench. I'm asking you if Lay is a part of the core 3. I don't know, MJ. I can only speak for South Carolina. That's why I asked. So here in my vision, when they said that Lay was when Lay said she was going to LSU was that the core 3 was going to be Lay, MK Dub, and Flage. Now, if this is a situation where Lay is like, you know what, hey, it's best for me to come off the bench. This is where I can be a spark. This is where I can get, be the most help based on, what she's learned about LSU. Fine. Then we'll see starter numbers for Lay off the bench. But I expect Lay to be a starter as a senior. No. They should have started with that. I don't know. That's the only way I can interpret it. Because, like, the benches are the same length. They're about the same height. The only thing different about these benches is the location, MJ, and the color scheme on them. You need to see a slam this year from someone from the Gamecocks. Who do you think gonna slam? I was surprised. I seen Joyce hand up there. I don't know if Joyce should turn it over. Okot, go and throw one down for us. I'm not worried about a slam dunk this year. And I'll have to, I guess when Ashlyn comes back, it would be Ashlyn. It's Ashlyn I'm waiting to see dunk. Is anybody else? You think Kim got her coming off the bench now, but later down the line she may start? No, I don't think so. What I understood Kim to say, what I understood from Kim, what I interpreted from what Kim said was that there's some more things that she wants to see out of my laser before she starts at point guard. And so I don't know if she had an intention of starting her at any other position than point guard. So I think it's up to Lay. You say Okot can dunk. Listen, Okot can dunk, and I'm not taking anything away from the bigs that dunk, but I'm small. So when people like Lay gonna dunk, when people like Ashley gonna dunk, I get a little bit more excited. The bigs, a little two-hand, but I really want to see somebody just bang on somebody. I don't know what position Lola Lampley is, y'all. Somebody tell me. Ashley dunked last year against TCU. She can still get up after the end. Yeah, I believe that Ashlyn is taking her time to make sure that she can still. She's a forward. Thank you. I think that she's taking her time to make sure that she comes back Ashlyn Watkins. Not a shell of herself, or Ashlyn with a slow step. I don't think that she's doing that. I think that she's making sure that she's Ashlyn Watkins. Swatkins that we expect. The Swatkins that can shake up. See, here's the thing. This is what people don't realize. Next season, we can shake up the whole damn WNBA draft. Think about that. The way Tessa's growing right now, think about Tessa in her senior year. The growth with another growth, like with another jump like she just showed from last season to now. Think about that. Think about Ashlyn Watkins back, who she was before she left. Think about Chloe. Shoot that bitch. Hits back better with the dream shaking everything for who she was. Them three coming out of South Carolina. Think about that. Same year. Can shake up the draft. Lisa Pugh, you in the game tonight. Let us know that energy, fam. Moki doesn't want to flash just fundamental basketball. Oh no, I still believe Lay will not stay because Moki is taking away her identity of how she uses to play. Here's the thing, Elaine. That's exactly what Lay said ain't happening. Unless she like, you can be yourself. She don't have to worry about, can she take this shot, not that shot. She can be herself. She's playing freer. These are all the things that she says happening at LSU. So I expect her to stay. Moki likes talking about how fancy their guards can play, but told them not to turn the ball over. No, don't turn it over. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn it over. So I don't know. Everything that Lay said, it's the happiest she's been. It's the hardest that she's worked. It's the most love on the team. They play for each other. she's paying attention to the details. It's the little things, defense. She's, all of these things that she wasn't in South Carolina. So I expect greatness. Moki also hated to be called a spark plug that came off the bench. Why is the spark plug tag good enough for Lay, who was 10 times the player she was? Listen, Lay is remember, ballers want to play with ballers. Lay is the baller on that team. Lay the national champion over there with the most outstanding player with the 6 Women of the Year. Only other person over there with them accolades is Flage. I'm trying to understand. And Lay is more than a spark off the bench. But I've been saying that I wanted people to look at Lay as more than a spark plug and start talking about her as a full basketball player so that she would start talking about herself like a full basketball player. More Gamecocks going to the WNBA. So proud. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I'm going to be real, man. This what it all boils down to. Lay is a terrible loser, and she made an impulsive decision. You think so? Wow. Okay, Malik. Okay, you think it was impulsive just about losing the natty? So you think she lost the natty and was like, I'm going to go team up with some people that couldn't even beat us this year to try to go win a natty? That's not just an impulsive decision. If that's the case, if that's really the case, that's not just an impulsive decision. That's an uninformed decision. Yeah, that would be a very uninformed decision. I hope that wasn't the case. I hope that it was more that went into that than I'm mad about losing. She accomplished a lot at South Carolina to not be free and able to play her game. But I guess, yeah, well, Shonda DeRay, I guess. So here's the thing. I am hard pressed to say that I don't think that she was loved, that she was supported, that she was believed in, that they wanted the best for her, that they wanted her to succeed at this level and the next. It's hard for me to say that wasn't at South Carolina, because in my heart of hearts, I don't believe that to be true. I think that all of those things were there. I think that they may have challenged Malaysia in a way that she didn't want to meet the challenge. And sometimes you got to meet kids where they are and challenge them differently. And maybe she needed to hear it from someone else. And we look at it and say, damn, the best lesson that you could have gotten, the best place that you could have got it from was where you was at. But if this is where you have to go, if this is the route you got to go, you still mine. Go on. I'm going to watch you. But it didn't have to be that way. It didn't have to be that way, Lay. That's all. I'm still not sure that was all Lay's decision. Yeah, and we'll never know. Why do you pick LSU? They've been the 2 Elite 8 Cincinnati. We still have an Angel Morrow. Right. I don't believe that either. LSU has that football NIL money to give out, but it feels like a family decision more than a Lay decision. Right, I agree. And they have her the tough love when she needed it and maybe wasn't ready to receive it. Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Don't. Hey, man, listen. I had coaches in my day, bro. You always saying some old man, go on, bro. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it until I had to hear it. And I say, damn, man, I gotta respect your old ass, man. Damn, bro, what you been saying was right with my hard head ass. But I had to come back. I had to get to that place. You know what I'm saying, bro? I just been being hard headed, trying to do it my own way. It ain't working. I'd have bumped my head 9 times. I'm gonna listen now. But I had adults around me that allowed me to, man, okay, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, now bring your hard-headed ass on in here so I can show you now. See, my thing is this. I can't throw kids away because of videos that I seen, like that shit I seen yesterday. And if you know, I'm not gonna talk about it. That's why I can't throw kids away. That's why I'm willing to meet kids where they're at. That's why I'm willing to let them bump their head 9 or 10 times and then still say, bring your hard-headed ass on in here so I can show you the right way. That's why. She said in the interview we both watched that she has a lot of distractions, so maybe it's more about that. Yeah. I've never been a superstar in my hometown. As much as you can be a superstar in your hometown, as far as a national champion and a high school, a state champion. I don't know what that's like for her. Nah, our SC Gamecocks are getting a lot of time early in the season, which I feel will help the young players in the SEC schedule. Absolutely. She entered the transfer portal during exit interviews. She may have entered the transfer portal during exit interviews, but her decision to go into the transfer portal, I think, had been made way before her paperwork got done. That's my opinion. I don't know that to be true. I don't think that she was like, oh, put the paperwork in. I think that the paperwork had been there. And with the back and forth and some of the stuff that I'm seeing now, I could see it being like, well, I'll transfer it in. I can see you could smart mouth, I'll leave. And then, nah, you don't gotta leave. We want you to be here. I could see it. I could see that going back and forth. That some of that going on back and forth last season, based on what I've heard Dawn say, not specifically, but also what I read in the book about how she said she had to how she had to manage different players on the team differently, so they didn't get in their feelings. So to me, that paperwork got done. The paperwork got done way after the decision to leave was made. They love that shit, man. She up that bitch line, man. I'm done sugarcoating it. Love what? She love what? Malik. Raven is the modern day Gary Payton. She's a glove on defense and a distributor on offense. They can score. I'm gonna focus on what we have now. I want to see less missed shots and our offense picking up so we can get that natty. Absolutely. I want to see us on the string on defense. I want to see us rebounding, boxing out, making free throws. Yeah, I don't know if the paperwork was in, but the paperwork was prepared. You know how you got some important paperwork and you get it done early and you got it just sit on the corner of your desk for when it's time for it to go. Yeah, like that. She loved all the so-called distractions and the love from the city. Okay, now, do you think that she got to a point where she was like, shit, if I keep fucking around with these distractions and the love from the city, I could not end up where I want to go? Do you think she was mature enough to say, hey, man, I better get out the city before I get caught up in the city? Or do you really think it was like, man, we lost, fuck the city? Undefeated, win another national championship this season. That's nasty work. That would be nasty work. But undefeated or not, it don't matter for me as long as we hold the trophy in April. But undefeated is nasty work. You know, speaking into existence. I don't believe we lose until we do. I'm not worried about the early misses. We will make more of those easy ones we were missing. She not the only star from here. Wasn't nothing different for life. Okay. Yeah, and that's why I asked, because I'm not down there. I'm not down there. So y'all got good insight on how she was treated in the city. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got way better insight, a way better ear to the street. We shoot 52% as a team, 46 from 3 so far this season. Yeah. I want to see us keep the assist up. I want to see the rebound numbers stay crazy. The points in the paint. I think what they said, we had 16 assists on 28 attempts or something. I think the last game. Win or lose during the season, as long as we get the natty. Yeah, this is what we on. That's the goal. We keep our eyes on the prize. Straight up. I appreciate your take on the Lady Gamecocks. Oh, thanks, Timothy. Appreciate you pulling up and rocking with us. Yeah, I don't play about the Gamecocks. We rooter because we got shooters. Man, I want the energy in the chat tonight. I know we just playing Winthrop, but I want the energy in the chat tonight, man. We Gamecocks. We got Wednesday night game coming up at 7. I'm back at 6:30 to get the party started. We go pregame and get ready. This team will get it together. The tangibles are there. Oh, man, even more than the tangibles. You see any team that might give us a challenge down the line, like in March? I don't, Yolanda Wells, but they'll tell you that I'm biased. But when I look at when I look at our team, I see things that need to be improved. I see weaknesses that we need to tighten up on. But I don't see a team that is deeper, stronger, more cohesive, with a better coaching staff to get them prepared than what we see right now. We average 18 assists a game, 49 rebounds per game right now. That is crazy. Elaine Cambridge, I appreciate the support, fam. Appreciate the support. Support, fam. Appreciate the support. Somebody else. Regular girl for the coach. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support, y'all. Hey, listen, we are back tonight. We showing out. We want Cox in the chat. Cox in the chat. Game. Put it back in the chat. I want to hear it like that. Cox up. We hard. Y'all know what it is. Rock out with your cock out till 6:30. I'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.